Hello, welcome to this new video. So in today's video, we will be solving some questions from Unit 3. We have already completed Unit 3, that was functions and recursion, and now we will solve some questions. So in this unit, we had learned functions and recursion. The topics we learned were function calls, type conversion and coercion, map function, adding new function, parameters and arguments, recursion and its uses. So in the concept clarity question session, we have two parts, that is part A and part B. In part A, there is multiple choice questions which are 15 in number, and in part B there are 5 practice questions that we will be solving. So let's start with part A. So the first question is here: what is the output of the following code? Print len Python. So len keyword will give you the number of characters in a string. So let's find out python are 6 characters. So the answer will be 6 for question number 1. Coming to question number 2, which of the following is an example of coercion implicit type conversion? So coercion means the type conversion that is performed by Python itself, and the first option goes like int, and we are using the int function, that is integer function, and there is 25 in quotes, that is in string. So we are manually changing the data type from string to integer here. In the second, the data type is changed from integer to string by writing str, and inside the braces we have written 100. So data type is being changed from integer to string. In the third, there is we have written 5 plus 2.5, so the answer will be 7.5. so here we can see the 5 was integer data type while 2.5 was float, and the answer is float. So this is something which is taking place by itself. So conversion is taking place by itself. Therefore, the answer will be option number C. Now let's come to question number 3. In question number 3, we are given here what will be the output of the following code. An expression is given over here, result is equal to 10 plus true. So as I had taught you, it is equivalent to 10 plus 1 because true carries the value 1. So the answer will be 11. Let's check the same in VS Code. So the answer will be 11 because 10 plus 2. So true holds the value 1 and false holds the value 0. So the answer will be 11. Let's check the same. Our answer is right. Coming to fourth question, which keyword is used to define a function in Python? So to define a function, we use the def keyword. So the answer will be option number C. If you are from LPU and watching this video, so these days the first CA that is taken, so that is MCQ in pattern, and most probably such type of question will come. So if you are from LPU, then I recommend watching the question clarity session of all units which I will upload. It will be a great benefit because by then I think unit 1 and 2 will be covered, and you can follow the whole lecture and you can get good marks in this subject, that is INT 108. Now comes question number 5. What will be the output of following code? So first of all, we are importing the math module by writing import math, and then we are writing print function, and print seal 3.2. So what does seal do? When a seal round offs any float or any number to the next integer, if any floating number to the next integer. So why seal? Because seal is always in top, ceiling is always in top of the room, so it will go to the next number. So answer will be 4. If it was floor, then the answer would be 3 itself. I will show you the same. 4. If after decimal there is at least any value that is non-zero in nature, means 1, 2, 3 or anything like 0.1, then also it will go to 4. If it is 0, then it will print the same integer. And for floor function, round off will always be in the below bottom side, so you will always round down. If something is written here, for example, which is if something non-zero is written over here, for example 3.1, so it will be 3 itself. Let me show you. And yes, it is 3. I hope you are clear with seal and float, seal and floor. Now let's solve question number 6. What does the return statement do in a function? So return statement exits the function and optionally sends back a value. So writing return statement in any function is completely optional. It's all up to the user. So need whether to write or not. By the way, return statement will be return a value and you can use that value anywhere in the program. Now come question number 7. What will be the output of the following code? So we are given here a piece of code. So let's see the code what we have been provided. So first of all, there is a function named greet, which is taking 2 parameters, name and greeting. Name is not, it is a non-default and greeting is default. So for example, if no value will be passed in greeting, it will be hello by default itself. So it will take hello if you don't pass any particular value for greetings. And what is the statement? The statement is greetings comma name. So like hello comma name or anything whatever we will pass. So first of all, we have passed here the values in argument is alias and hi. So name will hold the value alias and greeting will hold the value hi. Why hi and not hello? Because we are passing something over here. If we had not passed here anything, so it would have taken hello itself. So the probable output I think will be hi, then a comma, because a comma is given here, and this form is known as f string, comma, then the name, that is alias. This must be the output. Let's check the same. Hi alias, our answer is right. So option number B is the right answer. Coming to question number 8, which of the following correctly represents a lambda function? So lambda function is anonymous function which is mostly one line, and we don't name the function particularly, and we don't write so many lines, and it performs the task in a few lines. So the syntax of lambda is lambda, then you will write the name of the variable that you are using in lambda function, and then you will write expression what your lambda function is doing. So the answer will be option number A. Let me show the same for you. So let's name the lambda function square. Let me paste it. So square is equal to this very thing, and now let us pass value 5 and check if it is working. So we will write the function name and we are passing value 5. So it must print 25. Let's check the same. Yes, it is printing. How it is working? So 5 is argument passed to the parameter, and what this function is doing, it is multiplying the number by itself. So basically you can say it is doing the square of the number. Coming to question number 9. So question number 9 goes like, what is the output of the following recursive function? So we have been provided here a recursive function. So it goes like, let me show the same in VS Code. So there is def keyword and then factorial. So factorial here is the function name that we have built. So the first we are checking in the second statement, that is second line, we are checking if n is less than or equal to 1, return 1, and if not so, then it will return n into factorial n minus 1. So again this factorial is being called. So when you call the same function again in any function, that is known as recursion. So while doing recursion, we will encounter two conditions. One is the base condition, that is base case or base condition, and second is recursive condition or recursive case. So base case is the case that tells when the recursion will stop, and recursion case is the case that tells till when it should go. So when it should go, and base case when it should stop. So here we have been provided n is less than or equal to 1, then stop this very recursion. If not, continue. So I hope you are clear with this. So first of all, 4 is passed over here, so n will hold the value 4, then it will check if 4 is less than or equal to 1. So 4 is definitely not, then it will go like 4 and multiply, then n minus 1 will decrease that number 4 by 1, so then it will be 3, then again it will go to line number 1 itself because function is being called here. Then again there will be condition check, and then it will multiply by 3, likewise till 2, and when it will encounter 1, then 1, and it won't go to 0 because this is the base condition that is being checked here, and our answer must be 24. How 24? 4 3s are 12 into 2. So 12 times 2 is 24. Let's check the same. And yes, we are getting 24. Coming to question number 10. What is the base condition in recursion? Just now I explained base condition is the condition that stops the recursion. So option number B will be right. Coming to question number 12. So in 12, it is another predict the output question. So in question number 12, we have created a function named calculate, and we are taking two parameters over here, a and b, and we are doing two operations, return a plus b, that is this part is the sum and this part is the product, a times b. We are taking two variables as well because we are having two returns. So we are taking two variables. In the first variable, we are returning sum. In the second, we are returning the product. And then we are performing calculate 3, 4. So A is being passed the value 3 and B is being passed value 4. And then we are printing result number 2. That is the product part. So it will go like 3 times 4 and the answer must be 12. Let's check the same. And yes, we are getting 12. This is the correct answer, option number B. What does a function return if no return statement? So whenever a function will have no return statement, none will be the return type. Question number 13. Which of the following will cause a type error? So type error is caused when you will try to concatenate or you will try any type of operation between two operator which are not of same nature. For example, you will try to add a string and float, or add a string and integer together. So then these cases will arise. Checking for option number A, it is hello in quotes and world in quotes. So both of them are string, and concatenate will take place, and it will be like hello world will be there. It will give the output hello world. Second, there will be output as both of them are integer, 5 plus 2.5. So the answer will be 7.5. Why float? Because you can see it is implicit type conversion. Hello plus 5. So hello is of string data type, whereas 5 is of int, and two data types of completely different nature. So it will throw an error. Now coming to question number 4, 5 plus true. You can see true is not in quotes, it is boolean. So and Boolean true holds value 1 and Boolean false holds value 0. So 5 plus 1, it will give you 6. So which of the following will give you a type error? In option number B, you will be getting an issue. So option number B is the answer for this question. Coming to question number 14. Question number 14, we are asked what is the scope of a variable defined inside a function? So whenever a variable is defined, there are four types of scopes: local scope, global scope, built-in, and enclosed. So local scope is the scope that is variables that are declared inside a function hold a local scope, and which are not declared inside a function, they will be global. So as a question is asking variable defined inside a function, the answer would be local scope. Coming to question number 15, which keyword is used to modify a global variable inside a function? So for example, you have created a piece of code and you have stated some global value variable, and now you are using that global variable in local scope. So in order to, and now you are want to update the value, means change the value, either increase or decrease or anything, so you need to use global keyword. So the answer will be option number B for this. So we are done with the MCQs part. Now we will come to the coding questions. So they are not of that difficulty. I have taken easy as we are just learning. So the first question we will solve. I encourage solving first of all by yourself, and if you are facing issue, then you must see the solution that I will give. So the first question goes like, write a function called rectangle area that takes length and width as parameter and returns area of rectangle. So area of rectangle is given by length into breadth, area of length into width. So let's now go through the question. We will use the def keyword to create a function. The function name is rectangle area, and we are asked to pass two parameters, length and width. So we did pass. Now we need to calculate area. So area is given by length times breadth. So we will do the same thing. Length times width. And our solution is done till here itself. Let's check the same if it is working properly or not. So you will take some values. After print, write the name of the function and then pass any two values. So let's say the length is 10 units and width is 5, so it must give 50. 50 is the area. Let's check the same, and yes, we are getting 50. Let's give some different parameters arguments now. Let's give it 5 and 2, then it must return 10, and yes, it is returning 10. So we have done question number 1. Coming to question number 2. In question number 2, we are asked to write a function called isEven, which takes a number as a parameter and returns true if the number is even, false otherwise. So we are asked to create to check whether the entered number is even or not. So we will use the def keyword, then write the function name is even, and then we will write pass a parameter, let's say num. Then we will write the condition by if keyword, and if num modulus 2 is equal to 0. So here we are checking the condition by if keyword, and in braces we are writing the condition. If you divide any number by 2 and it's completely divisible, then it will give the remainder 0. So, and it will be even. So it will return true. Now else part, else return false. So we are done with this piece of code. Let's now pass some value and check the same. Let's pass 4, and yes, 4, whenever you will divide 4 by 2, it will get divided by 2, and the quotient will be 2 and remainder 0. So it is even. Let's check the same if you are getting. Yes, it is given true. Let's change it to 5 now. 5 is odd number, and yes, we are getting false. So our code is working perfectly right. Now let's come to question number 3. So in question number 3, we are asked to write a function called greet user that takes a name parameter and an optional greeting parameter with default value hello. The function should print a greeting message. Let's solve this now. That's the code for this. So def keyword, then greet user as the function name. We are asked to pass 2 parameters. First is name and second is greeting. And greeting must hold by default value, that is hello. So now it will print. Let's use f string over here. So while using f string, you will write f here and then double quotes, and then you will write the text what you need to display. If you want to use any variable or anything, then you will write that in curly braces. For example, greeting, here we will write. Now let's write dear. So we are passing here dear, but it's not looking good. It won't sound good. So we will write hello, greeting first of all, hello, then name, hello Manish, or anything, welcome Manish. So it will print the same thing. So name is again being called. So again we will write in f string itself. So now let's pass some value. So let's pass. So we won't write print because we are not returning. We are just printing the thing over here. Whenever you will use print, then you need not write print again. If you are writing return, then print function will be used. So we will simply write the function name, that is greet user. We'll pass the value. Let's say Manish. That's all. Let's see if this works. Hello Manish. It did work because our logic was entirely correct. Now let me give another value Sham, and we are printing welcome as greetings. So Sham welcome will be printed. Welcome Sham, that is greetings first, then name. I hope you are clear with this. Coming to question number 4. So in question number 4, we are asked to write a recursive function called sum natural that takes positive integer n and then returns the sum of first n natural numbers. So user will enter a positive number, let's say 5. Then we need to calculate the sum from 1 to 5. 1 to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. I hope you got it. So for example, user enters 5. So we will go like 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. User enters 7. Then the desired output will be 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So I hope you got this. So let's write the piece of code for this as well. Let us define. So define, we are asked sum natural. Let's pass num. So we need to write now a base condition. If num equal to 0, when num will be equal to 0, it must return. It won't work, so we will write here return 0. Else we will do return num plus. Again we will call this function sum natural, n minus 1, because that was the logic that we had used here. Let's check if this is right. No, this is not right. We need to change the variable name, because I have taken placeholder name as num, so every time we will use num. I hope the explanation of the code was sufficient. So let me again explain. 5. So we need to calculate from 1 to 5. So we are following this method: 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So user will enter here 5. So it will first of all return 5. So 5 will be there. Then we are decreasing the number by 1. So then it will become 4. Then it will check if it is equal to 0. It is not. Then 4. Similarly, it will go till 1. And after 1 again it will be 0. So it will check if 0 is equal to 0, then it is true, then it will return 0, and the result you had got till that time, it will be getting printed. So let's check the same with 5 itself. So what's the probable output? So 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 plus 3 12, 12 13 14, and 1 15. So 15 is the answer. Let's check if our program is working perfectly well. Yes, our program is working perfectly well. So we are done with this question also. Now let's go to question number 5. So question number 5 asks you to write a function called Celsius to Fahrenheit that takes temperature in Celsius and returns temperature in Fahrenheit. Use the formula Fahrenheit is equal to Celsius times 9 by 5 plus 32. So in this question, user will enter the temperature in degree Celsius, and we need to show the temperature in degree Fahrenheit. But we will be using function over here. We need to create function. So we will start with def keyword, because def is the thing through which we create any function. Then we will pass here Celsius. So let's say CEL, and then we will write the logic. So logic would be return. So now let's see what's the formula given here. Sorry, we need to write Fahrenheit because it is converting Celsius to Fahrenheit. Okay, we are going right. So here it will be Celsius multiplied by 9 by 5 plus 32. Why I am writing here braces? So braces are being written here to follow PID-MAS rule that I had taught in earlier lecture. That is the priority of operator. So braces as the highest, followed by exponential, then multiplication, division, floor division, and modulus as the same precedence. And then at last there is summation and product, that is plus and minus, it has the last. So we are done with this. Now let's pass some temperature. So we already know 100 degrees Celsius is equal to 212 degree Fahrenheit. We have been learning this from our earlier class. I need to write print as well because we are returning. So let's check if our 212.0, yes, it is right. Now let's say 0 degree Celsius is equal to 32 degree Fahrenheit. We already know this thing. So yes, we are getting again. So you can similarly put any other. So let's give a 10 degree Celsius and let's see how much it is in Fahrenheit. So it is 50 degree Fahrenheit. So we are done with this lecture today. If you have any issues, any questions, or that I have discussed today, or if you didn't get anything properly, you can write the same in comment section. If you have issue with any other question that I have thought that is a function, you can write the same question. I will try my best to solve that. Thank you for that session, for staying this long. And if you have any feedback to give to me, then you can solely write that as well in comment section. Thank you.